Siddha Pranali, Srila Goura Kishora Das Babaji Maharaj accepted the Siddha Pranali and gave to his disciple also. His name, spiritual identity is Gandharvika Priya Manjari. Next is the Guru Pranali. Siddha Pranali is one thing, Guru Pranali is different thing. The Guru Pranali is the Parampara. Guru disciple, Parampara. Sri Goura Kishora Das Babaji Maharaj, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Advaita Chandra Prabhu, here we are speaking 500 years ago, Sri Balaram Dev Goswami, Revatima Goswamini, Krishna Priyama Goswamini, Sri Rameshwara Prabhu Goswamini, Sri Gopala Deva Goswami, Sri Krishna Nanda Deva Goswami, Dokodima Goswamini. Goswamini refers to female Goswamis. Sri Nanda Kishore Deva Goswami, Sri Goura Kishora Das Babaji Maharaj, Sri Nandi Keshwara Deva Goswami, Radha Krishna Das. This is the Guru Pranali of him. So they are the gurus of him and the disciples of him. All them following Advaita Parivar. All of them in the line. This is bona fide. Now, one more time, I want to do an accent on this part in this thing, because here is Goswamini and Goswamis. The role of the Vaishnavis is so important in Gaudiya Vaishnavism. But just now, we are seeing some kind of, everything is centered on the men, the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavis are like not having any role nowadays, mainly in Western culture, in Vaishnavism. But the tradition from Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu, we see so many Goswamini and Goswamis. This at the same time is showing two things. One, that the Goswamis, this line of Goswami is bona fide, because this is how this philosophy is coming, is moving. Worshipable deity. Goura Kishora was absorbed day and night in the worship of Radha and Krishna. He never worshipped the Lord like Narasingha, Rama or Baraha. One can go to his samadhi and see his personal deities. After his disappearance, it will be inappropriate to put him where Lord Narasingha, Sita Rama, Baraha, Lakshmi are daily worshipped. This is not correct. Gaudiya Vaishnavism is focused on Radha and Krishna. Nitai Goura, Radha and Krishna. And in the case of Goura Kishora will be Gaur Advaita and Radha and Krishna. Eternal place of residence. Srila Goura Kishora Das Babaji is from Advaita Parivar, so he stays with Advaita Charya. His fixed eternal residence is with Lord Advaita Charya, not with Srivas Pandit or with Lord Nityananda. Yogapith, where Srila Jagannath Das Babaji stands, is different from the Yogapith where Srila Goura Kishora Das Babaji Maharaj stands, as the former is direct connected to Ma Jagnava, consort of Lord Nityananda. This Yogapith is very important point also to analyze in terms of Goura Kishora Das Babaji Maharaj, because the Yogapith of Goura Kishora Das Babaji Maharaj, the meditation, the Guru Varga meditation of Goura Kishora Das Babaji Maharaj is 100% centered in Advaita line. Advaita line has one Yogapith and one place with the Gurus. All his Gurus, same line. And Nityananda Parivar is different. So there cannot be a Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj in the disciple line in the Guru Parampara of Goura Kishora Das Babaji Maharaj. This is no sense, because the Yogapiths are different. In the spiritual realm, they are in two different places. They are not in the same place. They are not all together. Every one on the Pancha Tattva, they have their own group in the spiritual realm. In the Nitya Navadvip, they have their own group. And if you belong to Nityananda Parivar, you will be in the group of Nityananda exclusively. If you belong to Advaita Parivar, you will be in Advaita Parivar area, especially. So the Leelas in somehow are different, and the meditation is different. Now, if a sadhaka has not meditation in the Guru Parampara and all the line, then the connection is not there. The Guru Parampara, the very meaning of it is that you have a full connection through your Guru Parampara to Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu. And when you get to Gouranga Mahaprabhu, then Nitya Lila, Braj Lila is open. Otherwise, it's not possible. You cannot just jump to Radha and Krishna. There is a way to get there. And our way in Nityananda Parivar is to get to the lotus feet of Nitai. And by his kripa, we will achieve Goura. And in that moment, the Lila will open. Radha and Krishna will be in front of you. But first, you go to the lotus feet of Nitai. In the case of Goura Kishora Das Babaji Maharaj, for him will be to go to the lotus feet of Sri Advaita Chandra. And through Advaita Chandra, he will go to Gaur. And then Radha and Krishna will open. You cannot just jump. It's not possible to jump, because we are not Nitya Siddhas. Nitya Siddhas can do because they are eternal associate of Radha and Krishna directly. We, Nitya Vadas, we must to do the process and to walk step by step. We don't have the technology for flying. We just walk. And our walking must to be based on these lines, Parampara. In the page, I share in the chat, in case that Thomas didn't get the link. Check the chat in the right side, and there is the link for this page. There you can find so much information actually about Gaudiya Vaishnavism. This Baba did excellent work on writing all this. So he is writing this in somehow to clarify the misconceptions that are mainly in Western countries due to ISKCON and Gaudiya Math. So he's showing here the Bhaktivinod Thakur Guru Parampara. He's putting the same page, but okay, let's read what is the Guru Parampara of Bhaktivinod Thakur, and we will be surprised. First, Jagnava Mata, coming from Nityananda Parivar. Ramachandra Goswami, Rajavalava Goswami, Krishna Chandra Goswami, Rudroshvara Goswami, Dayaram Goswami, Maheshwari Goswamini, Guna Manjari Goswamini, Ramamani Goswamini, Janeshvara Goswamini, Bipin Bihari Goswami, Bhaktivinod Thakur, Lalita Prasad Thakur, Shamasundar Thakur. This is the line of Bhaktivinod Thakur. Actually, the line of Bhaktivinod Thakur is alive. There are temples and disciples of him in his line, and none of them are dressing on saffron. And in this line, as you can see, the Guru Parampara of him, there is no Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati either. So this is very surprising. Well, for me, it was a shock when I started discovering all this back in time. It was like, what? I have been giving my whole life to this and nothing is matching. Like, what is this? No, but here we have. This is Pramana. You go in India, you can go to visit these places in Navadvip or in other areas and to speak with these sadhus, and you will show this Guru Parampara. They will say, yes, this is correct. Because when you get Diksha, your Guru will give you the Guru Pranali. He will give you the full list of who are all your Gurus. Line until, for example, for me, until Nityananda Prabhu. I have the full list. My Sri Gurudev write it by hand. Every name until today. So that's why we know where are the Guru Parampara. So Bhaktivinod Thakur, late in his life, and we can read this in his autobiography. That is wonderful work, by the way, wonderful work. He say clearly, that finally I get initiation. I get my Guru, and by the blessings of my Guru, he also said that I had the power to leave all these sins of eating fish and meat. And I get Diksha and I get the blessings. And then Bhaktivinod Thakur, he took Babaji back. So renunciant order in Gaudiya Vaishnavism line. That is Babaji. That's why all these Siddhas are all Babajis. They're no sannyasis. They're Babajis. Sannyas is an order of the impersonal, the monist line. They are sannyas. So nobody was a sannyas after Gouranga. Gouranga gave clear instructions that nobody should get sannyas. He said himself, I am the only and the last one sannyas in our line. Was his tactic to enter isolated world of philosophy. In that time, everybody who was respected as a monk and as a philosopher, they must be sannyas. This was what was happening back in time. Vaishnav exists, Vaishnav, since the time of Krishna, but the name of Vaishnavs was not a good name. They had not good reputation. And the same happens in the time of Bhade Baba. The Vaishnav didn't have good reputation in the society. So Gouranga Mahaprabhu took sannyas in order to preach, to change from inside. And from where he get this idea to put the costume of the monists in order to change from inside. Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu has a very high esteem for one writer and philosopher, previous him, Sridhar Swami. And Sridhar Swami, he did his kata and writing and translations, and not translation, writings and commentaries on Bhagavatam. That is the main work of him. And in his work, being he an acharya of the Shankar Mat, if I remember correct, monist, he introduced Vaishnavism inside those circles. But by being a guru of the monists, you understand the trick? It's like to infiltrate the philosophy inside the circles by pretending to be one of them. It was no other way around. You cannot make it a different way. Back in time, you must to be there. It's like if I want to say to be in Oxford, I must to be inside Oxford. I cannot sign a document like Paramananda Oxford Institute or Oxford University Research if I am not part of Oxford. It will never took serious what I do. So back in time, you must to be a sannyas to be taken serious as a real mystical personality. So this was happening back in time, and Gouranga took this idea directly from Sridhar Swami. Sridhar Swami infiltrated the movement of the Shankar Mat, the monists, and he did the same. So that's why Gouranga Mahaprabhu instructed, like, I am the first and the last one of the sannyasis. Later on, when Gouranga Mahaprabhu is already in Puridam, in his last years, Gouranga Mahaprabhu even he renounced to the saffron clothes. When the movement took over already, he took all his saffron clothes and threw it. The praman of this is in Chaitanya Chandramrita. There, Prabodhananda Saraswati said, Gouranga Mahaprabhu now is dressing in purple. Purple, not in saffron. And all his disciples and all his followers later on, all they get, since the six Goswamis, they get white clothes. For Grastas and for renunciants, white clothes. This is the color for Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So we see the same in Bhaktivinod Thakur when he took renunciation, the order of renunciation. He dressed in white clothes. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj in white clothes. Goura Kishora Das Babaji in white clothes. Why is it important to speak about this? Maybe you are expert on this already, and maybe I'm just repeating one again. But it's important to speak about this because many people are still very confused on these topics. But once the light is there is no more confusion. All these strange things, when I was a teenager, and I went to the temple, always I was very curious about the Parampara. Something in my heart says something is wrong with this Parampara. You know why? Because I saw all like Babaji, 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 no Babaji, no Babaji, Babaji, no Babaji, no Babaji. They are in white, these are in saffron. One are the long beards, long hair, the other are bald. Like how it's like a mega mix of people here. It's like it's not matching. Aesthetically, it's not matching. The kind of sadhan they did is not matching, So I always was very curious on this. Like, what is this? Until I started studying and I get the chance to really get into that information, and I realized all this, the Guru Paramparas, the traditions, all what they are following is like, wow. When there is light, there is not darkness, there is not lies, there is not, nothing can stand the truth. The truth, the truth, the truth, the truth.